As if this great nation isn't divided enough along party lines, race relations in America are utterly deteriorating before our eyes, and in some cases much worse than I've seen in my entire lifetime. Before we can have a meaningful conversation though, let's get a few things straight. First, in regards to the national anthem and the ridiculous protest by many to either sit or kneel, as if kneeling means something significant, you're not being brave. There is nothing brave about sitting during a song than riding the same bench collecting millions only to throw chump change at a charity to cover yourself. Men and women like this and this were brave, not you. Understand that it is absolutely your right, and 99.9% of the people who comment on it aren't saying you shouldn't have that right. It's not about you not having the right. It's about the irony of the act because of what the flag gives you, coupled with the disrespect for the soldiers that are, have, and will fight and die for you to keep that freedom. It's important to note, in the very beginning of Colin Kaepernick's protest, it was about the unfair treatment of blacks in America. Then a pivot to the anthem itself and the infamous third verse. Now suddenly, once the true history of the poem is fact-checked and put forth, it represents police brutality and again the unfair treatment of blacks in America. People, it's time to wake up. Second, we must understand that jumping to conclusions is only beneficial if we don't care about the truth. Even with the most recent shootings in Tulsa and Charlotte, what we know so far indicates that the Charlotte shooting was probably justified, and Tulsa may not have been. I'm not interested in pandering to the instant gratification crowd, and I'll call it like I see it when the facts come in. Until then, I can't possibly make a claim like the system is broken because I haven't even seen what the system produces. Based off what we've seen from past cases, cops were convicted when guilty and acquitted when they followed proper protocol. The system seems to be running fairly well. It's a far stretch to try to claim that the whole system is broken or rigged when the juries, comprised of all colors and the ones who actually see all the evidence, come to a not guilty verdict. If anything, that's the perfect time to have the evil, racist cop crucified. But that's not what we normally witness, is it? And third, white privilege is a myth. It's a pathetic cop-out that the left tries to use to discredit the points that white people make. Everyone has to start with whatever hand they were dealt in this world, black or white. Now, do some people start ahead of others? Of course. Kids born in a wealthy family will have opportunities afforded to them that others may not. But that's not to say that it's white privilege. Pick any black millionaire family and try to make the case that the white kid in a poor family is more privileged than that black kid. You can't. We can talk about education gaps, income gaps, opportunities given to all colors of the rainbow, but the second people label me as a white guy who's privileged, I won't stand for it and I'm going to shut that down. If we truly want to move past skin color, we must move past this. Perpetuating this idea that skin color is the end-all be-all of who you can be in America is about the worst mindset you can have. These problems are too important to ignore. The future of our children from both sides are riding on this issue and how they will view the world and the people around them. Patriots, we won't stay silent and can't anymore, and we must stand by men like this. Men who were truly brave and laid it all on the line, including their lives, and risked everything to fight for unity that in many ways we are throwing away.